Friday, October 28th, 2022. A politically deranged intruder, wearing nothing but his underwear, wielding a hammer, scales the back wall at the Pelosi residence. Managing to elude security cameras and guards, he uses the hammer to smash the glass back door. Not setting off the security system, he continues into the residence, where he gets into an altercation with Paul Pelosi, beating him severely. Where Paul Pelosi then asked the attacker if he could use the restroom. Once in the bathroom, he was able to access his phone that was there charging and make a call to the police.
Hey, priority 910. I have a 14-hour copy. RP stated that there's a male in the home and that he's going to wait for his wife. RP stated that he doesn't know who the male is, but he advised that his name is David and that he is a friend. RP sounded somewhat confused. 12-hour back, copy.
Units code 3.
12-hour copy. 15-hour also code 3.
Special call medics.
A friend. Look, I know things get twisted in the heat of the moment, but that's a little weird. After making the call, Paul Pelosi must have left the bathroom because when the police arrived at 2:30 a.m., they observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer, where the suspect then wrestled it from Pelosi, continuing to assault him.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband violently assaulted in their San Francisco home early this morning. We are learning new details by the minute about this violent assault. Two sources briefed on the attack, telling NBC News the weapon used in the assault was, in fact, a hammer. Also new, the U.S. Capitol Police now coordinating with the FBI, the San Francisco PD as well, to investigate this invasion.
I mean, my major concern is that the rhetoric that inspired the attack on the Capitol and the rhetoric that continues to inspire individuals to commit acts of violence continues.
Saturday, October 29th, 2022. Hillary Clinton tweets, "The Republican Party and its mouthpieces now regularly spread hate and deranged conspiracy theories. It is shocking, but not surprising, that violence is the result. As citizens, we must hold them accountable for their words and the actions that follow." Elon Musk then responded with a peculiar tweet, which was then later deleted. There is a tiny possibility there might be more to the story than meets the eye. Linking the following article from the Santa Monica Observer. The awful truth. Paul Pelosi was drunk again and in a dispute with a male prostitute. Well, I don't want to speculate too much as that's not allowed. But all of this is just very odd. I'm not saying things didn't happen exactly as they were described, but something tells me things didn't happen exactly as they were described. Take a look at this report from a vandalism at the Pelosi residence last year. It'll give us a better understanding of what kind of security precautions the Pelosi residence has, as well as the general neighborhood.
Security cameras cover Nancy Pelosi's home. On the street, guards like Fred Kennerly, with a private security company hired specifically to protect several residents in this affluent neighborhood.
Is she one of the clients?
No. No, she has her own security.
It's still unclear if Nancy Pelosi was home at the time of the vandalism, but this guard says this is not the first time these attacks take place.
So, the house is decked with security cameras on the inside and the outside, along with private personal security and other security services patrolling the neighborhood. Honestly, what else would you expect from a political family worth well over $100 million? Obviously, they have state-of-the-art security precautions. Yet, this naked man in his tidy whities was able to slip through the net? Sorry if at the very least I find this situation completely bizarre. Let's take a look at this interview of one of the neighbors of the attacker and see what they have to say about the situation.
And that's when I recognized his face. That's the only time I ever saw his face was within like the last month or so, or a couple weeks.
Okay, but so the last time you saw him was a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
And he was here for a few days.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything strange about him or anything that stood out?
There's something strange about the whole household. The entire household is very, very strange. They are just, nudist drug abusers, and that's who gravitates toward them.
And Trisha, again, what do you say their politics are?
I'm not sure. I would imagine that they're more left-leaning because of their support for the gay community.
Because they have the flag, the LGBT flag with the pot. So.
Nothing that they believe in aligns with their actions. So they'll say that they are pro Black Lives, and then they'll call the police on Black people. And so they don't stand by, their actions don't stand by their words.
So some paranoid behavior, it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
They're
and
very
some
skeptic.
psychotic behavior too?
Yes.
Okay.
Weird. All the media seems to be talking about is this person's supposed ties to QAnon conspiracies and the far right. But this interview seems to portray a very different person than what I'm hearing about in the media. And it almost seems to bolster the article that was linked by Elon Musk. Look, I'm treading on thin ice if I speculate too far with this, so I'll leave that up to you. All I'm saying is this situation is absolutely bizarre and seems to have a lot more going on than what's available on the surface. Looking to watch another video? Check out this video, where I go into detail on the rise of Taylor Lorenz, otherwise known as the Greenwich Doxer.